Hello, I'm Tratus the Grey, and we're playing another round of Magic the Gathering Arena. So today is a beginner's deck upgrade guide for the Cold-Blooded Killers. Or I should just rename it to the Darkside. Because yes, it's mono black. We got our Star Wars shirt because we're geeking out tonight. And we're getting our dailies done. Spoiler alert, they're already done. You'll see it in the gameplay. But we had a lot of fun. Let's first talk about what's in the original Cold-Blooded Killers deck. One of the free decks that the tutorial gives you for free for just completing the tutorial. Okay, we're going to talk about what the cards are, combo, synergy, that kind of thing, and then we're going to go straight into the upgrade guide of how I upgraded the deck. Before I get into it, if you find any value with this video whatsoever, please consider liking it and sharing it with a friend, maybe even subscribing to the channel, because it's free and it helps out. So, without further ado, let's talk about the deck, and then we'll go into the upgrade guide. 25 lands, it's swamp, it's mono black. Compound Fracture, we get 4 of these. It's a 1-drop for a target creature, gets -1/-1 until end of turn. It gets an additional -1/-1 until end of turn for each card named Compound Fracture in your graveyard. It's an instant, and so that means we can play it at any point. A Sanitarium Skeleton, 1-drop for a 1/2 creature skeleton. We can also return it from the graveyard to our hand by paying 3. It's 2 colorless and 1 mana, 1 swamp, but since it's a mono black deck, we're just going to say 3. Typhoid Rats. It's a 1-drop for a 1/1 creature rat with Death Touch. Cruel Cut. These are a 2-drop column. We have a Cruel Cut here. It's an instant destroy target creature with power 2 or less. Eternal Thirst. It's a 2-drop as well. Enchant creature. The enchanted creature has lifelink, and whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Malakir Coldblade. It's a vampire warrior, 1/1, but whenever the opponent loses a creature, put a 1/1 counter on the Coldblade. Very nice. We got 3 unlikely aids in this. It's an instant. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. We got 2 vampire opportunities. It's a 2/1 vampire, and you can also pump this for 7. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Going on to our 3 drops here. Mardu Outrider. It's a rare, and we love free rares. It's a 3-drop for an orc warrior that's a 5/5 as an additional cost to cast a spell, though. Discard a card. Not bad, though. 5/5 for a 3-drop. Murder. Instant destroy target creature. Savage Gorger. It's a 3-drop for a 1/1 flying vampire, and at the beginning of your end step, if an opponent lost life this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Savage Gorger. A 4-drop Skeleton Archer for a 3/3 creature. And when it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. Going on to our 5 drops. We got a Sangir Vampire, creature vampire. That's a 4/4 flying. And whenever this creature dealt damage by Sangir Vampire this turn dies, put a 1/1 counter on the Sangir Vampire. So whenever this kills a creature, we get a 1/1 counter on it. Soul Hunter Rakshasa. This is a creature cat demon that's a 5/5, and it cannot block. However, when it enters a battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, it deals 1 damage to target opponent for each swamp you control. We got a Nightmare. The art is lovely. It's a Nightmare horse, which is it's flying, and its power and toughness are each equal to the number of swamps we control. Bad Deal Sorcery. We draw 2 cards, and each opponent discards 2 cards, and each player loses 2 life. And then topping it off, we got 2 Demon of Loathings. It's a 7-drop for a Flying Trample Demon that's a 7/7. And when it deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. That is Cold-Blooded Killers, the free deck that you get with the tutorial. Now, the combos, right? I mean, you got some nice Demon of Loathings. Those are free. And it's rare, and we're going to I'm going to show you that we kept those cards in the upgrade. And because if, you know, starting out, you're a beginner player, you don't have a whole big collection, so why get rid of the most powerful cards in the deck of this? So we do keep them. The Murders, the Compound Fractures, I mean, this is a bit of a control. Of course, the Cold Blade synergizes off of that control. Again, a little surprise. It also gains Indestructible, so it protects your creature at the same time, but you can also use it to get rid of something. This just keeps coming back to your hand if you want it. You can use it to discard with, or if you don't want to discard a land or something else. But it keeps coming back, you know. Skeletons, great. Death Touch is always great. Cruel Cut, another control, always great. So you can see it's got a little splash of control, splash of creatures, a sleeper creature, which just gets better over time as your opponent keeps taking damage. You get a 1/1 counter on that turn. I call it a sleeper because you'll see why in our upgrade guide. And of course, you know, some nuking creatures that draw potential. I mean, the synergy is just a little bit of control, a splash of creatures, some flying on top of it, and there you go. We're going to make this better, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, going into the upgraded Cold-Blooded Killers, which I should just rename it to Darkside. I love it. I love it. And of course, I'm totally geeking out with my Star Wars shirt, and we have cookies. We do. Darkside has cookies. At least that's what they say, and it's good. All right, the guide. First and foremost, if you're new to this channel, and if you're new as a beginner to Arena, check out my Discord link below in the details. You can go there. It's free. And once you get in, check out the Magic the Gathering channel. I have pinned a URL link to a website that allows that shows you all of the free codes that you can get as a beginner. If you haven't used these codes, if you're just starting out, it gives you packs of cards. These packs of cards are free, and there's a lot of them. You will end up getting some wild cards by opening these packs. And if you haven't already gone to the store as well and picked up the welcome deal for the 5-6 packs that it comes with, do that too. It's $5 if I'm not mistaken. Very great value. Get that, get the free codes, redeem them, and you're going to end up with some wild cards. So this beginner's guide is catered around to the idea that you're going to have wild cards in, and so that this upgrade guide is completely not exactly out of your way to upgrade if you want to go with black as your first deck to upgrade with. I do advise that you stick with mono colors when you're starting out, because it's easier to upgrade those mono colors versus going with a multicolored deck. You can stay in with a monocolored deck. It can build and evolve over time. And again, this guide is geared towards, again, a beginner who is upgrading those monocolors, trying to farm better cards, trying to increase your win potential a little bit into the positive range, which builds your collection. Because if you can knock out your dailies, get that gold, you're getting free cards. You're getting a bigger collection out of that. So that's what this whole guide is about, and it's catered and synergized around that whole idea that this is not entirely impossible to upgrade, correct? And you can, it will evolve as you play and grow. So going back into the upgraded guide here, Cold-Blooded Killers 2.0, or whatever you want to call it. Let me pull up my picture here of the original deck here as we talk about it. Okay, I trimmed it. The original deck had 25 lands. I trimmed it to 22, and then I added 2 Castle Lochthwains. For this, it enters the battlefield tapped unless we control a swamp, and more than likely we're going to have a swamp in our hands or on the board. We can use it to add another swamp, or if you can pay 3, draw a card, then lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand. With this deck, you're going to see some synergy in it and some combos with it. But first, let's just talk about what each card does, and then we'll talk about the deck tech afterwards. Okay, starting with our 1-drops. We got Blood Chief's Thirst. It's a sorcery, and we can kick it. For an extra 3, destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 2 or less. If the spell was kicked, instead destroy target creature or planeswalker. Very nice. Dead Weight. Enchant creature, and it gets -2/-2. Foulmire Knight. It's got some versatility with it. It's got an adventure for 3, and we can draw a card and lose 1 life, or we can pay 1 and get a 1/1 zombie knight on the board with Death Touch. We got 2 Hateful Edelins. I might be mispronouncing that, and I'm sorry in advance, but I got 2 of them, and it's a 1/2 spirit with lifelink, and whenever an enchanted creature dies, draw a card for each aura you control that was attached to it. We got a 1 Serrated Scorpion. It's a 1/2 Scorpion, and whenever it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. We kept the Cold Blades. We added some Myers Grafts. It's an enchantment aura for 2-drop. Enchanted creature gets -3/-3. We got a Null Priest of Oblivion. I really like the art on this too. It's very wicked. It's a Vampire Cleric 2/1 with Menace and Lifelink. It's got a kicker for 4, and when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Very nice. Call of the Death Dweller. 3 drops. These are a 3-drop column. It's a sorcery. Return up to 2 target creature cards with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a Death Touch counter on either of them, and then put a Menace counter on either of them. Nice, getting some of our guys back. Demonic Embrace. It's an enchantment aura, and an enchanted creature gets +3 power, +1 toughness, has flying, and is a demon addition to its other types. We may cast this from your graveyard by paying 3 and discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. Keeps coming back. Love it. We kept the Outriders. We added Murderous Riders in place of the murder. It's got a 3-drop adventure, instant, destroy target creature or planeswalker. We lose 2 life. Or we could bring out the Zombie Knight with lifelink, and when it dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. We kept the Gorgers, added 2 Rankles. Rankles, Master of Prank. I said it completely wrong. Sorry, Rankle, Master of Pranks. 4-drop, 3/3, Flying Haste, Fairy Rogue. Of course, when he deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. Each player discards a card, each player loses 1 life and draws a card, and each player sacrifices a creature. We kept the Rakshasa, the Demon of Loathing, and the Nightmare, and we added a Draina, the Last Blood Chief. I'll talk about this right after I talk about the card, and then we'll go into the synergy and combo here. Draina is a 5-drop, 4/4 flying, and whenever she attacks, defending player chooses a non-legendary creature in our graveyard and returns it to the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. The creature is vampire in addition to its other types. So, wombo combo, strategy, synergy. But first, let's talk about what it's actually going to cost you to build this deck, as far as how many wild cards you're going to use. I kind of hope that if you're opening those packs, those codes, and getting all those free cards, buying that welcome package as well, I kind of hope that you're going to get around 7 to 9 rare wild cards, because I got around that number by doing it that way. So I'm going to try to keep the rares in that number range. The mythic rares, I ended up getting 2 out of opening those free packs and maybe doing some leveling up here and there, but I ended up getting 2. I'm pretty sure I didn't get 3. So 2 for sure I would use on the Rankles. I got Draina for free, I think Friday Night Magic or something like that, just you know, completing some challenges. I threw her in. She's got flying. As you can tell, I like flying in this deck because from here on, we have flying, except for this guy. And I wanted to be able to have different attacking lanes, you could say. So I wanted the cards that I was taking out, I wanted to make sure that we're adding flying back in. So Rankle, for sure, tons of value with this guy. You know, and even if you just choose each player loses a life and draws a card, you drawing a card out of this deck is going to help you tremendously. Draina, again, if you end up with 3 mythic rares, go for it. But if you only have 2, which I'm thinking you will, Rankle is where you want to go with. Draina, you don't have to have her in the deck to make this work. That's the beautiful thing about this. So that I wanted to say up front. You don't have to have her to make this deck work, okay? You can increase it with something else here. Something that is definitely more easier to attain. Like either an extra Myers Grasp. If you have the uncommons, an extra Hateful Edelins. Again, sorry for the pronouncing there if I'm saying it wrong. But, so yeah, with that being said, for sure you're going to spend 2 mythic rares. If you got 3, go for Draina. She's being used in some mono black decks. So is Rankle. You're going to see that in the meta, the higher meta. That you know, and of course Rankle is used in rogue decks as well. So yeah, he's just a great card. Tons of value. The Castle Lochthwains, you know, adding the swamp, giving it some draw potential as well. That's not bad. I only have 2 of these, so we're looking at 2 rares, plus the 3 Murderous Riders, plus the 1 Demonic Embrace. You get 1 for free out of the free decks that you complete doing the Color Challenge series. You end up getting a total of 16 decks, if I'm not mistaken. 5 of them are going to end up being historic, but you get a Demonic Embrace in 1 of them. So you're crafting an extra. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 6, so because we're adding the 2. 7. You got 7 rares in this deck that you're going to have to end up crafting. 7 is not bad. And if I had more, I would definitely make maybe 1 more Null Priest of Oblivion and then kind of go from there, right? As far as your rares go, you're going to need to craft 3 of these. I have 2 of these, so now we're up to 5, 6, 7. 8. Boom. You're under that 9. You could, if you only have 7, wait on the Call the Death Dweller. Now, combos, the synergy. As you can tell, Blood Chief's Thirst, Dead Weight, Myers Grasp, and Murderous Riders are control, and it's designed to slow your opponent down, especially if they're playing rogues that have 2 drops on them. The crabs, mono red, fast aggro, these are going to help you out. And if you have this guy out or her, so it's an enchantment creature, it could be both. If you have the Cold Blades out, if you have this out, this is going to synergize whenever you kill things. You're going to end up boosting this guy up. He wasn't a threat, now he starts becoming a threat because he keeps getting stronger. You get some draw cards, a potential out of this. You get lifelink out of this whenever you fight with it. The Foul Mire Knights replaced the Typhoid Rats. The rats were just a 1/1 creature rat with Death Touch. This is the same, but it adds more versatility with the adventure on it. And of course, you know, if you're not using it as a 1-drop and you're using it later, boom, extra card, you lose 1 life. That's a good trade for me. Why do I have 1 Serrated Scorpion? It's because I like it. I like the card. I like the art. I had to have 1. I threw it in there. Could I add more to this? Maybe. But sometimes building a deck is also about loving the cards you got. And I like the way I love the way this looks. Not like, I love the way this looks. So of course I had to have it, and I was at 59 cards. So I threw in one of the Call of the Death Dwellers and a Scorpion, just because. So as you can see, removal, control. Gets buffed. More slight removal, you know, or you may discard this card if, you know, you got an Outrider. That's kind of what I do too. It just depends on the situation. If it's a turn 1, I'll put him down. Getting that Death Touch out, very nice. The Demonic Embrace, it just gives us so much other options by either putting it on one of our land creatures, boom, they're up in the air. If we don't have anything and we got flying creatures out, it's okay. Stick it on it. It's flying anyway, but it's still going to get the +3/+1. Very nice. It keeps coming back from our graveyard as if we pay it, discard a card, and lose a 3 life. It's got great synergy. Bringing stuff back from our graveyard, great. Bringing stuff back from our graveyard, great. Bringing stuff back from our graveyard, great. So we got a little bit of that. We got some flying, we got some control, we got some nasty surprises with this, and of course our sleeper card, like I mentioned. This deck blends very well with the cards that we have. So I'm going to show you the gameplay next. You're going to see for yourself how this deck can help you farm, especially when you have those black challenges to take care of in your dailies. So I hope you enjoy it. We'll be back with the final thoughts after the gameplay. Mortimus. Okay. No Speaker of the Heavens for you. All right, I like this deck so far. We're keeping it, the board cleared. Good lord, are you playing anything that's not a rare in your deck? Lifelink. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you, you control, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. Okay. We're gonna play this, because we can always do that later. That's not an instant, right? Right. Let's go ahead and do it now. Let's just put it on there. I'll gain the life. Yeah, this guy is playing a heavy, other than this. Does he got something for it? He probably has something, but it's going on there regardless. We'll see. He's got a way better deck than us, so I don't know why he's roping. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I actually have a link for it in case you... I mean, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but yeah. So he's got a lot of draw cards he just got from that. Good value out of that deck. I really love this mug. I really do. I use it for all of my just streaming. I use it just for streaming. Yeah, our either the opponent is taking out the trash. Let's think positive. Let's not disrespect them. They're taking out the trash. They had an emergency work phone call come up. Their kid has woken up. They have wife aggro. They're saving a life. No, it's just Mountain Dew. I'm very nostalgic with my Magic. I drink Mountain Dew because it reminds me of being in the garage as a teenager in my friend's garage playing Magic, eating pizza, drinking Mountain Dew. I don't think he disconnected. I don't. In Hearthstone, it would. I mean, you could disconnect like this, but I thought about drinking beer tonight. Speaking of this, let's see. Okay. Guy had a killer deck. Wow. Thank you, Brunette. I'll keep the VOD up, so no worries on that. And if it does well, hey, we'll be making a YouTube video out of it tomorrow, so who knows? All right, let's play some more. So far, I think that did very well for us. Kept removing their creatures left and right. I think they might have gotten a little sour, but it's also possible that, like I said, they were saving a life. Who knows? Wow. Talk about the removal. So turn 3, we could play a creature, or we could just straight up murder something else. Your opponent is choosing whether to keep 7 cards or to mulligan. Sometimes it's a hard decision. I love the art. Oh my gosh, I love this art. There's a beautiful swamp. Beautiful swamp. If a swamp could be beautiful, it'd be this. To me, it is beautiful. It's eerie. It's deathly. It's ghostly. And it's made by Sam Burley. There you go. My dead weight's getting heavy in my hand. Oh, hey, we get to play. We're gonna say, where's my hello? Hello! What kind of land are you playing? The M21s. When this dies, it deals 2 damage to a target creature or planeswalker. Okay. Well, that was... We'll just do this. Shka-ting! Then why didn't it do 2 damage? Oh, because I didn't have a creature. When this dies, create a goat token. Okay. Is it a 0/1? Okay. Hopefully I'll get an Eidolon here and I can be able to draw cards with it. I might go with this next. Just to get a creature on the board. Or we could just... Yeah, let's kill something else. Let's get a creature on the board. You know what? We could do a creature. Well, I might want to save it, right? No, we're just going to get the creature. We're not going to kick it. He has an instant in his hand. He's thinking about it. Just slowing our opponent down a little bit. We got a Murderous Rider we can do. We got a Rankle we can do next. Deal 3 damage. You may put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. If you do, draw a card. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a 1/1 counter on this. Sacrifice creature or enchantment and it deals 1 damage to it. Alright, so that'll go great with his goat. We're gonna Rankle in. How about each player discards a card? He doesn't have anything to play right now. How much land do I have? 4? Yeah. We could just destroy it. I mean, it does get pumped, could get counters on it. Sure. And how about each player loses a life and draws a card? Now, if I get another Rankle in my hands, I'm going to go for sacrificing creatures, especially, but I'll have to get rid of the goat if I want one of his creatures to die. But this could kill something, potentially. We've slowed our opponent down pretty good so far. We can play her next. Nope, I take that back. Yeah, no, we can. It's 5. And we have 5 lands. So that will be fun to try her out. Let's be positive. I mean, the deck could be making things salty. It could be. My volume is a little up on my voice. When you sacrifice this, it gets +2 power. Well, we're gonna keep flying right over their heads. I'm going to kill that with a Myers Grasp here in a second. I don't know what's going on with our... Oh, it's because he's got instants. He could sacrifice this already, I guess. But, oh, actually, this plays out really good for us. Yeah. We can do that. And now he's got 2 goats. How about we lose a life and draw a card? Perfect. Each lose a life and draw a card. I'm good with that. Oh yes, I'll be able to give my Scorpion flying next go around. So far, so good. Pretty good. Getting those dailies done. Getting some good games in. Let's keep playing. I like this deck. It's doing decent. It's doing decent. I like the amount of creature removal in it. I like it a lot. Now this will get some synergy here. Oh yeah, we're keeping that baby. Let's see. A black-green deck. Let's go ahead and get our Death Touch out. We're gonna say hello to our opponent, who is the homeless player, who is playing an adventure deck, it looks like. Alright. I want to go ahead and get this guy out. We're gonna send our Death Touch in. If he wants to block with one of them, that would be an okay trade. But we chip away for 1. So, whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. So he's gonna get some draw power out of this, some amazing draw power. It's got lifelink on it, 2/1, alright. I like his deck already, because I want to play a black-green deck, so this will give me some inspiration, especially if it kicks my butt. Yeah, we'll take that. No blocks. He's pretty jiggy with it. He gets it. He gets it. We could just I'd rather save that for something big, you know, but we could play this and get rid of... I mean, we should probably get rid of, you know, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this one. We get beefed up, we hit for 3, you know, that kind of thing. Not bad. Hopefully we'll get some more removal. I'm saving this for something a little bit bigger. He should have got a land out of that. Ooh, it's a clover deck. Whenever you cast an adventure or instant, copy it. So we don't have anything that can get rid of artifacts, unfortunately. But this guy is inspiring me. Thank you for the follow. This guy is inspiring me. We should probably get rid of one of his... It sucks that we didn't get land, and we have a 38% chance to draw land. I hate to do this. Or maybe we just go ham. We'll just hit for 5. Maybe I take out one of his innkeepers. If he sends them in to attack. Very nice. Okay, we still didn't draw land. So this is what I meant by saying sometimes it just happens like this, right? Sometimes it just happens like this. This we will probably lose because we're not drawing land, and now we are going to be behind. I remember when a Monquette remaster was released. It was so weird because my first set was that. Oh, nice, nice. And thank you for the follow earlier. You know, we do need to get rid of something. Let's just play this. Gotta get a creature on the board. A Scoot Swarm on top of this. Oh my gosh. Where's my Massacre Worm when I need one? I don't have one in this deck, but it would be nice. This is where we scoop up our cards and say good game. Good game, my friend. Enjoy that deck, playing in standard play. I do love your deck, by the way. No offense to that player whatsoever. It gave me an idea for a black and green deck because I am gonna have nightmares. Phew, no effect. Let's play again. We're doing our dailies, getting them done, trying out our new black cold-blooded killers deck that we've upgraded. Okay, a little heavy, but I think I can work with it. It's a rogue deck! Possibly. Hey! I remember this guy! I played this guy! I played this guy a while back. I don't remember what his deck was that I played him against, but I do remember his name. Middle name period. Yeah, I do remember this guy. So far, it looks to be like a rogue deck. But it ain't! Well, you surprised me, sir. Yes, you did. Okay. Well, you're making this decision easy. It could still be a budget rogue deck. Yeah, it's a budget type mill. That's a perfect murderous target to do. Worth it. Worth the 2 life. As long as you control another wizard, yeah, okay. How about we play another one of these, get rid of him, and we're going all in. He's got something. So we hit for 5, a good 5 points of damage there. We got 10 coming up, unless he's got some removal, which I would imagine he does. He's going to the sideboard. I'm jealous this guy has made a sideboard. What did you bring back? Exile all creatures with converted mana cost 3 or less. Okay. So, you're... Can I kick you? How much do I have? I think I have enough. And take 10! And yeah, he's gonna exile these here. Very nice. Well, we get lifelink. He can block. That's fine. Get that life. Yeek! You can't be blocked this turn. You gain 1 life. Exile from an opponent, return from your graveyard. Ooh, okay. No attacks. Why did he not fly over our heads when he casted that? Now, I think that was a misplay. He should have saved that for his second crab, but... Oh my gosh. Another Murderous Rider or something else would have been great to knock this guy out, right? No attacks. Stop drawing land! So what I got? Bloodchief's Thirst would be perfect. A Murderous Rider would be perfect. We still got one more of those. Rankle would be fine. Force him to sacrifice a creature. He's not going to get rid of the 7/7, but he'd get rid of something else. Call the... Yeah, Bloodchief's Thirst is really the biggest thing. That or a Murderous Rider would be great to get. So we basically got a 5.56% chance to get a Bloodchief's Thirst. He's gonna spend one to make a... Yeah, we're just gonna block and make him to you know, sack his land. I'm good with that. Because I need to get control here, if I can. Do you have an interrupt? No. No attacks. Not looking good for us. Unless we can get the heart of the cards going for us and get rid of that 7/7, then we'd have a fighting chance. That might help us. That might help us get to the card we need. Let's see if it does. There we go. He should keep attacking. Okay, okay. That increased our chances so far, as long as we don't mill it. I'm gonna take it. Let's go around. Ah! It's another swamp. Oh my gosh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. We gotta send her in. We gotta get something out on the board and maybe, hopefully, take out his other stuff. So he gets to pick something from our graveyard, return it to the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. And if we end up trading with his two things here, that's okay. That's okay. I'm buying time. So she's gonna do 4. I mean, they could just bring this back, right? So let's kill that off. And he's gonna get like beefed. Okay, we did not lose the Blood Chief thing yet. So, as long as it doesn't... I mean, we have 3 in the deck. There we go. We still didn't lose it. He can still draw cards and mill us. That 6/6 golem, though, is a problem. We might be so far behind that it will be Dunskies. Hmm. Yeah, you can just get us on the next turn if we don't block. At least we'll get some life. Oh, when he does damage to the opponent? Yeah. Nice, except he doesn't got the swamps. And we didn't get it, so this is gonna be a good game. And we'll just concede. I got flooded. Didn't get our draws. And our opponent was able to build super fast on top of that. So, not a bad game. Not a bad game. Getting our dailies done. Still at a 50% win ratio. Let's play a few more, though. Let's get our 5 wins if we can. With our black deck. Sometimes you just build a deck, and if it does 55% of the time great, then that's technically a win, because as long as you keep grinding, you're gonna win more, in theory. Not the best hand, but we could make one of these fly. We'll keep it. We have a turn 1 option at least, and then a turn 2. Hello, opponent. Face the void. I don't... Oh, okay. I'll take it. I was gonna say, I don't think he's going to stop that, but he did. Not bad. Not bad. And I can return this by paying 3 life and discarding a card. As well as paying, in addition to paying its other costs. So he gets to create a wall on the second turn and he gains life on the third. Alright. Getting that 5 points of damage in. He's got the wall now, which can block our 5/3 next go around. Stalls a bit. But if we kill it, both of these get buffed. So that's one reason why I kept the Cold Blades in the deck. Because we are kind of removal heavy, you know. You're not going to win every single game, right? But, he got that life back, you know? Rankle, on the other hand, is looking extremely good. Oh, and I forgot the wall can't block flying, so we get to swing in for 8. Each player loses a life and draws a card. We'll go with that. Very aggro here with Rankle. And whatever he plays, we can potentially kill. Wait. Enters a battlefield, you gain 4 life. It can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Ah, interesting. Well, I could kill my own guy. Actually, I should have put that down. Misplay. Let's go with this. I don't know why when I say thanks, it never says thanks. Well, we'll put this down and draw a card next go around. I considered killing him. I did. So if he puts one creature down, we'll still be able to get him by going wide a little bit. A little bit. Maybe. Maybe not. Because he can block. Yeah, no, we'll still be able to get him. Yeah, we'll be able to get him. For sure. Cancel. You're a 3 and you're a 2, so we could just get rid of that, but I'd rather get rid of this one. So, we get him no matter what now. I'll attack. Well, no, he gets the life back. I forgot. Oh, boom. Yep. And how about that? Nice. Very nicely done. Wait a minute. You lived? How did you live? How did you live? Oh, it doesn't have Death Touch. My bad. I thought it had Death Touch on it. Okay, that works for us. It's got minutes and lifelink. Good game, friend. Very nice. He had a good deck. We just got lucky with our draws. He got a little flooded, it looks like. Let's go for those 2 more wins if we can. I need more Mountain Dew. And the green screen needs us to work better. There we go. My head needs to come down more, I think. Sure. We better get that land, though. Hello, opponent. Well, no land. But we'll chip away for 1. Get that health. We got a 38%, 38.46% chance of drawing that land. And we didn't. Yeah, all in. I'm okay with it. Yeah, because if he dies, then that thing gets buffed. Okay, I'm okay with this. He wants to take out that. Can't. Now, we don't get the draw potential, but we do get it buffed. And if we get another land, we can kill something. And get it buffed again. But we gotta draw another land. 39.22% chance. There we go. There we go. I like this a lot. Very costly on our part, but we got a 3/3 counter on our Cold Blade. So he's just getting stronger and stronger. And they got a lot of gain life in this. Flip a coin. If you win, gain 6 life. Wow. All right. Going in for 6. Feel the power of the dark side. I know I'm a dork. So be it. We have cookies anyway. I guess he does feel the power of the dark side. He's got a little dark side in him. You shall pay for that. I don't know how, but you will. Let's get rid of you. Can we draw? I like that. Oh, does it have protection from black? No, it doesn't. Yeah, you would lose it. That was a good top deck for us. Bet he'll be able to gain that life next go round by flying over our heads, which would keep him in a very healthy range. Unless we get a demonic embrace. And put it on this one, which can't be blocked, except by 2. A lot of lifelink in this deck of his. I like it though. Not bad. I'm gonna go for the draw here. Not what I wanted. Now, I say we keep the pressure on. And we just go in. You gotta put 2 on it, yeah. And I'm gonna kill your flying first. Yeah, we'll take that out first. All right. Oh, the first strike. Forgot about that. Yeah. It's not the end of the world, but it was a misplay nonetheless. We got other removal in the deck, so I'm hoping we'll get it. Now that is interesting indeed. Keep the pressure on. So, they'll be able to apply... Yeah, let's do this. Let's get rid of the flying lane. So they'll get first strike, and then we'll put that on there, and this one will live, unfortunately. But we'll have flying next go around, right? They're almost out of cards, and we have draw potential. Yep, and this will potentially... You got enough to beef it up, but I'd rather go with this. And we're not going... Let's see. He would have to beef it up, but it would die. Until end of turn, right? Yeah. So that's gonna die. It's good for us. Good for us that he got the land. The Darkside. Let's get that fifth win here. If we can. If we can. I gotta reset the green screen there. Pardon the hand. There you go. Because of that up there in the corner. We'll see. Hello, opponent. Friendly game of Magic. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe playing some kind of rogue variant? Maybe. How about we just do this? Get rid of that. They're probably gonna flash something in. Oh, I can only do instants. Yeah, let's just straight out kill it. No rogues for you today. Maybe. Discard 2 cards, huh? We'll get rid of you. And, you. Okay. So we lost a land. But we got 2... When this attacks, draw a card. Okay. Can I kick you? Yes, I can. No cards for you. We'll save this one. He's got something he's gonna flash in, it looks like. Oh, yeah! We made a rogue deck get angry. A variant of a rogue deck. But I'll take it. A 71% win ratio. Not bad. We had some success with it earlier before we turned on our thing. Because I played it earlier and forgot to turn it on before the stream. So, Shacklegeist. Nice. All right. I'll take that as a positive. I'll take that as a positive. That is very good. That is very good. Very, very good. I feel like just one more, right? What's the next? 50 gold, 25? I mean, me. Just one more. Let's just do one more. I saw a mosquito flying around here. That sucks. Fat Cody is our opponent, and I'll take this hand. And when he plays, I will say hello. Ooh, I love your sleeve, sir. He might be playing a cleric deck. Might be playing a cleric deck. Might be. I see that, mosquito. I see you. No attacks. I see your cleric. And what is this? When you gain life for put a 1/1 counter? Wow. How about we just do this? And we'll send you in. Get that health back. Yum, 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 yum. We nom-nommed on your priest. Oh. 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 Get that first. And we draw those cards, baby. And, how about we get you in play? Get that health back. Man, that's, turning out to be pretty good for us. They got a wall. Well, they're about to have a wall. How about we just swarm the field here? Actually, let's save it. We might need some stuff here, right? We might. Let's just all attack. A lot of damage. And, we could force a discard here. Just to slow him down. How about we do that? How about we do... Nah, we'll just do this instead. Because I could use a card draw. And... I'd rather save some creatures. Who knows? He could have a shatter or something. I'm gonna go for the draw. Oh yeah, baby! The Darkside! Heck yeah. That is a great way to end the night. We got another deck upgraded. Perfect for farming. What more can you ask for? Mono black. Okay. The Darkside. We ended up with a 75% win ratio for the night. It actually was a little bit more because I forgot to turn on the assistant to record, but it's okay. It's a positive win ratio nonetheless, and it's going to help you farm. And farming means more cards, more collection, and you can get to that ultimate dream deck that you're looking for. What could you upgrade this into? What could it involve into more, right? Well, you could add more Rankles. You could add more Drainas. I probably would not mind adding another Rakshasa, but we never got to use them tonight, so I don't know. The Murderous Riders, I think I'm content with 3 for right now. The Demonic Embraces are nice. I probably would consider adding one more to these. The Cold Blades are cool, but I could consider trimming those back as you're making more stronger upgrades, right? And maybe definitely adding a few more of these. And of course, more of your enchant auras so they can bounce off each other. That's something I would consider looking into. You may not, you might get other cards that you could add into this. Try it out, sure. If you end up playing this on the mythic rank climb or whatever, let me know how far you get. I'm predicting that this deck can at least get you into gold, but it's, this was made for farming. This was made for farm. So take that with a grain of salt. It is performing very well. It is going up against some nice decks and winning. I like it. I'm going to play it more for sure, especially when I have black to farm. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, subscribe, like, do all those things. That would be very helpful for me. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next. And you can also catch me live on Twitch, Tradus the Grey, just like it's spelled here on the channel. We're tuning our schedule, but you can check it out. I do post my schedule for the week in there. It's in the evenings. I'm a late night streamer, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. For sure, Friday and Saturday, we hit those hard 8 hours. You can find me there. And if you do find me, and if you found me first here on YouTube, but you find me there second, let me know. Thanks. And be sure to drop any comments below if y'all, have any suggestions for this deck. If you see something working, or if you see something that could work a little bit better, let me know. Thank you.